Greetings, programs, and welcome back to ArcNeo Reviews, where today I'm reviewing something insanely different from what I normally do. We're not going to be looking at a Transformer or action figure of any sort. We're actually going to be looking at a dice game. And one of my favorite dice games, in fact, we're looking at Zombie Dice by Steve Jackson Games. As you can, just to save your guys' ears, I have already removed the dice from this thing. It is insanely loud when they're in here, but this is like far and above my favorite just simple little dice chucking game. So I'm not really going to go over the rules in too great of detail, but basically it's a game of chicken. You're trying to get up to score 13 points, or if there's a tie, tiebreaker, so try to get a few more. And the whole time you'll be rolling these dice. They come in 3 different colors. You have the easy humans, where they can only shoot at you once, but then they've got, a couple different brains on them, which is, you got a point. Or there's the footprints where, they ran away, so you have to roll the dice again. Then you've got the medium ones, where they've got slightly more chances of shooting you or running away. So that it's, basically even odds of anything happening on these ones. Or there's 3 of the red ones, which are very trigger happy, and there's only one side where you can actually score off of them. So basically you'll just be sitting there, you'll throw all these in the can, very noisily, just, reach in, pull out 3 at random. So, here, I didn't look, take my word for it. So you got your 3 dice, you chuck them. Okay, I got shot twice and I got 1 point. Do I want to keep this brain, have a point at least, or risk getting shot for a 3rd time and losing everything I scored that turn? So, the whole game really is that simple. Like I said, it's a race to 13 points. But still really fun. And what I really appreciate is this game actually had expansions. And the expansions added quite a bit to this game, if you can believe it. So the first expansion was called the Double Feature, which it was just 3 dice. As you see, you've got a white one, a pink one, and a red one. So the white and pink dice, according to the instructions, are actually the Babe and the Hunk. And the thing with them is, the Babe is really skittish. She's got, a whole bunch of runaways, 2 shots, and 1 brain. Whereas the Hunk, he actually has a double-sided brain, but he also has one side that's 2 shots. So he can actually hit you twice just from rolling him on that side. And the thing is, if you say have her, and he shoots you on one of your later, rolls for that turn, you actually will lose her. He will come and save her, and vice versa. So there's actually a little bit of, zombie movie theming going on here, where, the couple is always trying to save each other from the zombies. So, that's kind of a cute idea. Then you've got this weird red and white dice. This is supposed to be Santa Claus. And so this one's got, it's got 2 brains, or a single brain. It's got a runaway, shotgun blast. But then it has an energy drink and a football helmet. So the football helmet, if you get this, you can be shot 4 times before you lose your turn. So you take an extra hit of damage that round. And I believe the energy drink, you automatically get to turn the feet into brains for I can't remember if it's a roll or like the rest of your turn or something like that, but whole idea is you got faster so you can chase them down better. And, again, the directions actually say you're supposed to, like, remove, I want to say it's 1 red and 2 yellow from the main dice pool to use these, but personally, I just throw them in. And obviously, if you want, you can just throw in Santa or just throw in, the babe and the hunk. So, you got some options on what you do, and they add a nice little bit of variety. But there's another expansion, which was an absolute pain in the butt to track down. Just to show, first thing it came with was actually a little bag of tokens. So you can actually keep track of how many brains you've gotten that turn. It comes with a total of 13 of them, as well as a total of up to 4 of the shotgun blasts. So it did actually take in mind the expansion before it, make it so you take 4 shots instead of 3. So, these are just kind of nice to have. They, can simplify things a little bit. But the main attraction of this expansion was the bus. It's a big yellow D12 with just tons of stuff over it. And this is supposed to be a bus. And it can run you over even. Or you can get shot but still get away with 2 guys. Or the bus can hit a dead end and, all the guys that try to run away, you automatically catch them. Or, just there's a bunch of different stuff that happens with this one. And I cannot tell you how much this game changed when I got the bus. I used to bring this to play with my friends just all the time. We just sit around chucking dice. As soon as the bus came around, no one ever took a turn without rolling the bus. Like, you have to make 1 standard roll of 3 dice first. But after that first roll, assuming you don't instantly get shot 3 times and you're out, you can then roll 2 of these and the bus. And we just went ham with the bus. If I remember right, we would just sit around the table yelling, "You live by the bus, you die by the bus." So, for a simple, just basic dice chucking game, Zombie Dice really is good, Yes, it's completely random, it's completely luck-based, the only thing you really choose is if you're going to end your turn and collect your points, or if you're just gonna say, "Hey, I need the points now, I'll risk an extra roll." So, like I said, the bus in particular seems to really go in and out of availability, which can make it a total pain to hunt down. And, the double feature expansion, it's quite a bit easier to find, but recently, Steve Jackson Games actually made it much, much easier to get everything by releasing Zombie Dice Horde Edition. So this one actually comes in a box, and as you can see, actually I've left the instructions in this one. But not only does it come with, nice, dice bag, so you can much more reasonably go through your dice. Dice are all exactly the same. I'm not going to bother pulling those out. And, another set of the tokens, exactly the same tokens. But you even get a little score pad. So you can keep track of your points, and, it marks the 13th brain at, with a different color, and then it's got a few more in case there's a tie and you have to go into a couple extra points. So, and you get all this for actually, depending on where you find it, as much or even a little bit cheaper than trying to hunt down all the expansions on their own. So, if you're good with just the base game, I still run across the base game at Walmart of all places. I've never seen the expansions there, but I see the base game there. It's worth grabbing, but, if you're willing to look it up, definitely go find this version. Get the extras, get the bag, you know, get the consolidated rules so it's all just on, you know, one double-sided page. Which, you know, this is such a lifesaver, just pulling it out. You know, you've got all your, basically all the special ones on one side, all the basic stuff on the other. It's actually in color, which is rare for this type of simple instruction sheet. So, oh, also, just because I know it flashed on the camera here for a second, I do also have this game. I may do a video on it later, but yeah, you know, if you want something just kind of simple to sit around and, you know, do with your friends while you're waiting for someone to show up at, you know, for a full, you know, involved board game, or, you know, D&D, or even just a dinner party and you're doing something while you shoot the breeze, major recommendation. Zombie Dice is way better than it gets credit for. You know, again, it's simple. I'm not going to act like it's, you know, some game-changing, amazing, perfect God's gift to board gaming. But it is easily the best simple dice chucker I've ever played. And for being just a dice chucker, you do actually get a little bit of zombie theming in it. You know, most of these simple dice games, you don't get a theme that you can actually notice. You get one here. So, yeah, major recommendation. Pick this up. I think I got this version for only like $20 maybe. You know, prices vary, but it's worth finding. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.